EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos.
Keep playing hard. On the set. Mike 51. I got it. I got Donald Smooth. Four down. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey. Ready, go. Hit it.
Block now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Watch left. He's up there.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Locked to throw on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Go. Mike 51. Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. First carry for Royce Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here I come again.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Set, ready, 30 base. Greystone, travel. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsay. And he's got this down to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Look at me. Go. Ready. Shoot.
On 2nd down, Freeman. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They're going with Lindsey. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Darnold from the gun. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Out right here to Herndon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down, New York.
Outside. 47. Check, 47. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A first down throw, Darnold. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Darnold's throw on the money to Anderson. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Here's Bell. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
We're going to sign 47, check line 47. That QB's trash. Let's go. Check 31, check 31.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
18 games. Win championships, baby. Let's go.
Locke now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it with Bell. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Darnold on 3rd down. Herndon's got it complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they are going for it. Darnold. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quinnen Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Look at me, zipper.
On the counter, Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Locke to throw. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Courage. Bravo. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Sit up. Shoot.
Clock now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Darnold on first down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. They were looking for Johnson that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
General West. Check 3, check 3. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Ready. Watch the edge. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
58, come on. No waiting. It's outside, guys. It's outside. Hey, wahoo.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day, every day.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check 24. Check 20. Ready? Lady.
Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And an alley to run. 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept their minute by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Motion. At 58 is the mindset.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Locke flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Locke. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
51. Down to lose one. Check 99. Check 13, spill. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Get it.
On first down, Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second. Down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 16 yards, a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
15 First and 10. Check 24. Check 24. Whip. Yep. Check.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Yes.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Locke going to go on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hamilton. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous, young lady.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's moving.
Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I'm on.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ready. 18 Gator. Hey, orbit. Pull it together. 51.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop. Double. Hey, Mike, snap.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Check 52. Joker, 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 joker. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Check safety, check safety. Kill, 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 kill. Yo, 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 go.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Royce Freeman is going to be stopped short. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Darnold down to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Third and 2, Darnold steps away. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Darnold, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Third and long, it's Darnold. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And
he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Hey, Charlie!
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Kyler Fackrell. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. A lot going to throw it here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Slam! Tighten up!
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Hey, seam 6. Mike 51. Double dog. That's the way. 51.
Blocked to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Silver. Young lady.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hustle.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And he's going to be brought down. his own 6-yard line. Bradley Chubb. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Being chased out left. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last throw down for Darnold. A hit turned in over the middle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Broncos, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.